Hi everyone, welcome back to NLTI. I am Anish Gupta, the founder of National Law Training Institute, that is NLTI, and a recent graduate from the dream law school of most of you, that is the National Law School of India, University, Bangalore. I gave CLAT in 2021 and got an All India rank of 17. And immediately after that, in my second year, I started the National Law Training Institute, and for the last 4 years, NLTI has been doing great and producing exemplary results year after year in all law entrance examinations like CLAT, ALET and NLSAT. CLAT में बचे हैं almost 6 महीने, and if you are starting just now or if you have been preparing for quite some time, all you need now is the right guidance and right mentorship. That is why we at NLTI are now coming up with a video on CLAT 2027 complete guide. आपको पता होना चाहिए, if you are watching a video related to CLAT for the first time, you need to know everything about this paper from the very basic to the very advanced. You need to know which all colleges are there, how many seats are there, what is the CLAT pattern like, and what does the competition look like. So in this video we are going to cover each and everything in very detail. It will be like a complete guide to your CLAT 2027 preparation. You will know exactly what CLAT is and how do you prepare for CLAT in the next 6 months. एक क्वेश्चन जो बहुत लोग पूछते आ रहे हैं काफ़ी टाइम से, वो ये है कि क्या CLAT 6 महीने में कवर हो सकता है? Are 6 months enough to crack CLAT? The answer is absolutely yes. अगर आप dedicated student हो, if you are sincere enough with your study, if you are ready to put in the extra effort right now, you will be able to crack CLAT very easily in 6 months. In fact, I have seen people in my 5 years of experience of mentoring CLAT aspirants, I have seen people crack CLAT even in a span of 2 to 3 months, just because they were consistent, they were putting in the hard effort, and they were willing to go that extra mile to crack CLAT in the short duration that they had. So stay tuned, we will be covering everything about the CLAT dates, eligibility, pattern, cutoffs, NLU strategy, everything in one place. इस साल tentatively CLAT is scheduled for the 6th of December. For the last 2 to 3 years CLAT happens on the first Sunday of December. तो इस बार का पहला Sunday falls on 6th of December, so we are expecting CLAT to be on this date itself. The registration again tentatively will start on August 1, 2026. Total number of seats across 26 NLUs, तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि इंडिया में अब 26 NLUs हैं. So the total number of seats are around 4,000. Total number of applicants are around 90,000. Not everyone appears for the paper. पिछली बार भी ऐसा हुआ था कि बहुत लोगों ने register किया था, but around 5 to 10,000 people did not appear. तो इस बार भी हमें लग रहा है total final number would be around 80,000. 80,000 students will appear for the paper, and the number of NLUs are 26. Everything you need to know about CLAT verified from official sources as of June 2026. Let me talk about the complete timeline first. तो official notification release last week of July में होने की संभावना है as per last year trends. Then registration opens first of August. Registration closes around October 31st. Admit card release will be around 15th November. हमेशा it is always around 15 to 20 days before the exam. In this admit card you will know which is the exam center that you have to report to for the paper. एग्जाम इज पेन पेपर बेस्ड, ऑफलाइन बेस्ड, तो आपको एक सेंटर में जाना होता है जहाँ पे आपको क्वेश्चन पेपर मिलता है और एक OMR शीट मिलती है ऑन विच यू अटेम्प्ट द पेपर. एग्जाम डेट इज संडे December 6th टेंटेटिवली. रिजल्ट डेक्लेरेशन CLAT बहुत ही जल्दी रिजल्ट निकालने लग गया है. इट टेक्स अराउंड 7 to 10 days टू रिलीज द रिजल्ट्स डिपेंडिंग ऑन द ऑब्जेक्शंस टू आंसर की दैट वी हैव. तो अराउंड 16th of December CLAT रिजल्ट आ जाएगा एंड द काउंसलिंग बिगिंस अराउंड January 2027. साथ में हम ALET की बात करें, अगर ALET happens on the second Sunday of December, and this year we are expecting ALET to take place on 13th of December, that is second Sunday of December. Who can appear? Let's see who can appear for the paper. कौन eligible होता है पेपर देने के लिए. This is the entrance examination for 5-year BA LLB, BB LLB, BCom LLB. Some colleges also offer BSc LLB. तो अगर आपने अभी 12th पास की है या आप 12th पास करने वाले हो, अगर आप अभी 12th क्लास में हो and you are giving your board exams next year, you are eligible for this paper. Who else is eligible? Who has completed their class 12th, who has taken a drop, or who has gone to another college, taken a partial drop, or anyone can appear for this paper who has completed their class 12 or will be completing their class 12 before starting the college. Minimum qualification pass 10+2 or equivalent. Marks 45% you need in class 12 if you are from the general category. इतने तो सबके आ ही जाते हैं. If you are cracking CLAT, it is our assumption that you will be able to secure a minimum of 45% in your class 12 examinations. If you belong to the category, you have to score 40% aggregate. Appearing candidates, students appearing in class 12 board exams in 2027 are also eligible. There is no upper age limit and there is no stream restriction as well. It doesn't matter if you have taken science, humanities, commerce in your class 12, you are eligible for this paper. Anyone can appear for this paper as long as you have cleared class 12. NLU Delhi का exam separate होता है. Do not confuse NLU Delhi with CLAT. अगर आप NLU Delhi को target कर रहे हो, you have to appear for a separate exam called the ALET, All India Law Entrance Test. ALET अलग examination होता है for NLU Delhi and CLAT is for entrance into other 26 NLUs across India. ALET is expected December 13. All questions are passage based, no prior legal knowledge necessary. What is the exam pattern like? So paper is offline, pen paper mode. Total number of questions are 120. MCQs आते हैं, question होता है and 4 answer options होते हैं and you have to select which one is the most correct. Total marks 120 questions, each 1 mark each, so 120 marks. Duration is 120 minutes. 2 से 4 के बीच में पेपर होता है, fixed paper होता है 2 से 4. Correct answer will give you a +1 mark. A wrong answer will give you a negative marking of 0.25. -0.25 होता है अगर आपका नेगेटिव गलत आंसर है. If you leave a question unanswered or unattempted, then there is no negative marking. And format, all questions are passage based. There is no standalone question. What is the syllabus of this exam? So broadly, the syllabus is divided into 5 sections. First section is English language, which has around 22 to 26 questions, and the key skills that are tested are RC, your reading comprehension, your tone, your inference, your ability to understand the main idea, primary purpose of the passage. Then we come to current affairs and GK. It has around 28 to 32 questions. Topics are anything and everything under the sun. कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं as long as it is relevant for your exam. Legal current affairs, policy related events, international news. For example, the Air India crash was asked last year. Similarly, Iran, the current war that is happening, US, Iran, Venezuela invasion, then the Russia-Ukraine invasion, Israel, Palestine. All of these are important topics for you. Legal reasoning में 28 to 30 principal fact question होते हैं. You are given a principle in the form of a passage and then there are factual questions based on which you have to apply the principle given in the passage to the particular question at hand. Last year थोड़ी सी deviation हुई थी. यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा risky है तो you have to tread carefully. लास्ट ईयर इसमें स्टैटिक जीके भी पूछी गई थी कि कौन सी अमेंडमेंट क्या बोलती है या प्रियम्बल में क्या इंक्लूडेड है, कब क्या ऐड हुआ था. तो सम लीगल जनरल नॉलेज वाज आल्सो आस्क्ड इन द पेपर लास्ट ईयर, व्हिच वाज अ सिग्निफिकेंट डेविएशन फ्रॉम द लास्ट फ्यू ईयर्स. Then we come to logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is further divided into critical reasoning and analytical reasoning. Critical reasoning में आपके topics आते हैं जैसे strengthening, weakening, assumptions, conclusion, premise, weaken, etc. और एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग में आपके टॉपिक्स आते हैं लाइक कोडिंग, डिकोडिंग, ब्लड रिलेशन, डायरेक्शंस, क्लॉक्स एंड कैलेंडर्स एटसेट्रा. तो अब पिछले साल के पेपर के बाद दोनों चीज़ें आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट हो गई है. अंटिल CLAT 2024 ओनली क्रिटिकल रीजनिंग वॉज बीइंग आस्क्ड. CLAT 2025 में क्या हुआ, एक एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग का पैसेज आया इन द इंटायर लॉजिकल रीजनिंग सेक्शन. एंड CLAT 2026 में व्हाट हैपेंड वाज दैट द इंटायर लॉजिकल रीजनिंग सेक्शन ओनली कंप्राइज्ड ऑफ द एनालिटिकल रीजनिंग कंपोनेंट. मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस वर फ्रॉम ब्लड रिलेशंस एंड पजल्स and there was no question from the critical reasoning component. Last section we have is quantitative techniques, maths in common parlance. 10 to 14 questions and the most important topics are percentages, ratio proportion, averages and data interpretation. 5 section है. The exam happens in 130 plus cities and you have to fill in 3 center preference. For example, if I am from Chandigarh, my first preference could be Chandigarh, second preference could be Mohali and third preference could be Delhi. This is how you have to put in your preference for centers, and based on center availability and the number of students appearing from a particular city and a center, you will get a center allotted. Now, what you are actually up against, the numbers. So 90,000 plus people is what we are expecting as total applicants in CLAT 2027. Total seats are around 4,000 and the selection rate is only 4%. तो हर 100 बच्चों में से सिर्फ 4 बच्चों का सिलेक्शन होगा. तो you need to know what you are up against and what the level of competition looks like. But let me tell you one thing, out of these 90,000 people, there is only 20,000 serious aspirants. So you are actually competing against 20,000 serious aspirants who are actually targeting a good college. Baki 70,000 people are simply appearing for the sake of it. They haven't prepared much. If you are watching this video, you are already among the 20,000 serious aspirants appearing for the paper. So now let's see what the selection rate becomes. It becomes 4,000 divided by 20,000, that becomes 20%. So out of every 100 people appearing for this paper, 20 people clear it and enter a national law university. So now this is how you look at things in perspective. 90,000 people are only appearing on paper. Actually, serious aspirants are only 20,000. What should be your rank range? If you are targeting National Law School Bangalore, which is the top ranked college in India for law, you have to get in a rank of under 100. If you are targeting the top 3 NLUs, that is NLSIU Bangalore, NALSAR Hyderabad, NUJS Kolkata, then you need to be in the top 200 range in the ranks. If you are targeting top 4 NLUs, NLSIU Bangalore, NALSAR Hyderabad, NUJS Kolkata and NLU Jodhpur, then you need to be in the range of 300 to 350. And if you are targeting top 5 NLUs, the 5th edition here could be GNLU, let's say GNLU or NLIU, then you need to be in the top 500. And this is what we call, this range is what we call as tier 1 NLUs. Tier 1 NLUs, अगर आपने ये word कभी सुना है तो tier 1 NLUs are till NLIU Bhopal till number 6. उसके बाद tier 2 NLUs start. Tier 1 NLUs are actually great if you are looking for a corporate law placement, then these are the colleges that you need to target, क्योंकि बाकी colleges में इतनी 100% placement rate नहीं है. You have to struggle a lot, you have to use your own connections and you have to go out of the way to secure a placement. In these colleges there is strong alumni support, there is strong college support and you will get internships and placements by virtue of being a student of these tier 1 NLUs. तो अगर आपको इन 5-6 colleges को target करना है and if you want to land a good corporate job, तो आपको rank 500 से कम लेकर आना है. This is your target. If you want to be in the top 10 NLUs, then you can target a rank range of top 1000. अगर आप top 1000 में आते हो, then you have a good chance of getting into the top 10 NLUs. रैंक कंप्रेशन 85 आउट ऑफ 120. अगर आपको आपका स्कोर आ रहा है अराउंड 85 आउट ऑफ 120, यू आर अराउंड समवेयर अराउंड ऑल इंडिया रैंक 2500 और इसमें आपको अच्छा कॉलेज नहीं मिलेगा, आपको टियर 3 NLU में जाना पड़ेगा. स्टिल नॉट टॉप 3 NLUs. 1 mark CLAT is so competitive that with each mark your rank changes by 50 to 100. So you have to be very sure about how many questions you are attempting, so that because even one negative marking can bring your rank down by hundreds, and that will be the difference between you getting National Law School Bangalore or you getting a tier 2 NLU. So be very sure about what you want. NLSIU closed at rank 112, NALSAR at 159 and NUJS at 327 in 2025. Every single mark moves by 100 to 150 ranks. How to approach each section? Let's say CLAT 2027 strategy. So English, we have around 22 to 24 marks in this section. Target should be around 20 तो आने ही चाहिए. There are around 4 to 5 passages of 500 words each. 80% of the passages test your inference and tone. One editorial daily from the Hindu builds this faster than any textbook. अगर आप अभी prep start कर रहे हो अपनी and you're watching this video for the first time, you need to immediately start by reading the Hindu or the Indian Express. इन दोनों में से किसी भी एक पेपर की सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लीजिए. Start reading the Hindu, the Indian Express, the editorial section of the Hindu and the explained section of the Indian Express, so that you are able to build your reading speed and comprehension abilities in the fastest way possible. Secondly, we talk about current affairs and GK. Highest weightage along with legal reasoning. Legal reasoning में भी similar questions आते हैं. They cover Supreme Court judgments, new legislations, constitutional events, national policy. But the important thing is background awareness. Background awareness होनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. You cannot just simply read a headline that Iran attacked USA or USA attacked Iran. You need to have the entire context ki what happened. You have to look at it in a broader context. You have to need to have in-depth understanding of a particular topic कि ऐसा क्या हुआ है that Iran attacked Kuwait, Dubai, why did US attack Iran, what is going on, what is the nuclear policy about, who is the supreme leader of Iran, who is the current president of USA, who is the first president of USA. You need to know each and everything in detail if you are covering a particular topic. For legal reasoning, again 28 to 32 marks. Principle is given in passages. Prior law is not required in most cases. Do not use prior legal knowledge. It causes wrong answers. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हमें लगता है for some reason, let's say that a contract with minor is void. On the other hand, there are a lot of exceptions to this fact as well, and there are sometimes in the passage the exception is given that minors के साथ जो contract होता है वो in situations में valid होता है. तो लोगों को लगता है because they know prior, they have a prior legal knowledge that contract with minors is void, they just simply answer the same in the questions as well without reading properly what is given in the passage. So that is why it is important that you read the passage, you forget your prior legal knowledge and apply what is given in the passage. If a passage says that a contract with minor is valid, if it is for the benefit of the minor, then the same has to be applied in the question. Do not use your prior legal knowledge. लॉजिकल रीजनिंग में अगेन 22 से 24 क्वेश्चन आते हैं. आर्ग्यूमेंट बेस्ड होता है सिंस 2020. स्टैंडिंग, वीकनिंग, assumption, conclusion. Now in 2026 and 2025 we have also seen puzzles, blood relations, analytical reasoning appearing. So now your logical reasoning approach needs to be twofold. आपको critical reasoning भी पढ़नी है और आपको logical reasoning में analytical reasoning भी cover करनी है. For quantitative techniques, that is maths, it's basically class 8, class 10 level maths. You have to cover important topics like percentages, ratio, proportion, averages, basic data interpretation. You can cap your prep at around 30 minutes daily. इससे ज़्यादा आपको quantitative techniques पे देने का ज़रूरत नहीं है because the paper is only 10, the section is only 10% of the total paper. What to study versus what to skip based on PYQ analysis. Study this. These are non-negotiables for your preparation. You have to study reading comprehension, specifically inference and tone questions. Read the important Supreme Court judgments of the last 12 months. Know something about the new legislations, the new criminal codes, because there is a chance that these can appear in the GK section. Also read about the constitutional events and appointments. If there is a new election chairman being appointed, or if there is a new principal secretary being appointed, or a new cabinet secretary being appointed, these are important for your preparation, GK section specifically. This is non-negotiable. You need to know how to strengthen an argument, how to weaken an argument, what an assumption is, how is an assumption different from a premise. So critical reasoning is very important for you, and then these are the 3-4 topics that are again non-negotiable for you for your mathematics prep: percentages, ratio, proportion, data interpretation, etc. Skip this. These are lower yield topics, so you can skip these. Parajumbles are not appearing in the CLAT paper, but parajumbles do appear in other examinations which might test you on this, like MHCT and Symbiosis law test, that is CLAT. You do not need any section memorization. You do not need to know in which section is murder defined or in which section the punishment for murder is given. That is not relevant at all, because now principle is given and you need to apply the principle to the facts. Sports is somewhat dicey. It could be asked, cannot be asked, but do not spend much time on this. Sport related news are not being asked in the CLAT paper very often. Geometry, permutation, combination, एक बार आई थी mensuration, but ज़्यादा relevant नहीं है. Again, do not spend much time on this. Advanced algebra and trigonometry, never. ये तो कभी नहीं आएगा CLAT में और ना ही कभी आया है. It's very class 8, class 10 level basic mathematics, and these things do not appear in the paper. Time allocation, how do you allocate your study time? GK current affairs में around 27, क्योंकि वो 27% of the paper है, spend around 30% of your daily time. Legal reasoning में भी 30% of your daily time prep का जाना चाहिए. English में around 20% of your time, logical reasoning में around 15% of your time, and quantitative techniques को do not give more than 5% of your study time. Now look at what score you need so that you can set your target right now. If you're targeting National Law School Bangalore, you need to target a score of around 103 minimum to get your seat in the National Law School Bangalore. NALSAR में अगर आप target कर रहे हो, then 98 to 102 should be your target. Kolkata में around 95 is what you need to get to enter Kolkata. Then GNLU, NLU जोधपुर around 94, 93, 94 पे भी मिलने की chances रहती हैं. Top 10 NLUs 90 पर close हो जाते हैं usually because the competition is increasing so much. तो top 10 NLUs का 90, 88, 90 तक आपको मिल सकता है. And any NLU, this is including all vacancies and all last 5th list and vacancy. So if you are scoring around 78, 80, you will be able to get an admission into any NLU. These are the rank ranges. For NLSIU, you need top 100, already discussed. For NALSAR, 100 to 170, NUJS 170 to 280. For GNLU, that is Gandhinagar National University and NLU Jodhpur, somewhere around 280 to 500. For the top 10 NLUs, 500 to 1000 AIR, and for any NLU, 2500 to 4000 NLU AIR is good enough. Score progression month by month. So let's say you are just starting out your prep in June and July, you need to target around 65 to 75 in your foundation months of June and July. August and September, once you have completed your basics, you are done with concepts, it is time to build your skills now and move to the score range of 75 to 85. In October, November, it is very important that you go into full grind mode. You become, your preparation becomes mock intensive and you keep on giving mocks every second day or third day and target a score of around 85 to 95. And when you appear for the exam, you should be on your peak performance and target a score of 9500 plus so that you get into your dream law school, that is the National Law School Bangalore. So what happens after the exam is over? So the result will be declared around 16th of December. Then the counseling process begins. After that, once the counseling process begins, you will have to rank all 26 NLUs on their website in your order. For example, let's say you get All India rank 50, All India rank 1000, then you have to rank which colleges are your preference, rank in accordance with the preference list that most coaching institutes share with you. We also at NLTI share a preference list with you. तो उस accordance में, उस order of preference में you have to rank. Then based on your rank plus category and preference, you will be allotted a college out of the top 20 out of the 26 NLUs. You can either accept the college that has been allotted to you, or you can wait for the next round. You can select the floating option, that if there's a possibility to upgrade your college will get upgraded as per your preference. So you can either accept your seat or upgrade. So rounds 2 to 4 further allotments as students withdraw. तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि students withdraw from the CLAT counseling to either go into Nirma, Christ, Symbiosis, Jindal. तो जैसे जैसे बच्चे छोड़ते जाते हैं you move up the order and your allotments may vary and you might get an upgraded NLU, and after you have finalized which NLU you want to go to, you make the fee payment. Fill all 26 NLUs. We will discuss about this. This is not relevant right now. Once the exam is over, we will talk about all of this. Category wise seats, what reservation looks like in CLAT. General mein there is open competition, of course, unreserved category. EWS mein there is around 10% horizontal reservation. For OBC there is around 27% vertical reservation. This is average data of all NLUs. So for scheduled caste we have around 15% reservation. For scheduled tribes we have around 7.5%. For PWD we have around 5%, and domicile quota varies. So like NLSIU Bangalore has 25% domicile, NLU Delhi has no domicile, so domicile quota varies. What is domicile? If you are watching this video for the first time or you do not know what domicile is at all, so domicile is that seats are reserved for the candidates of a particular state in which the college is located. For example, RGNLU Patna has domicile reservation for people belonging to Punjab state. NLSIU Bangalore has domicile reservation for candidates belonging to Karnataka. This is how domicile reservation works. CLAT 2027 preparation roadmap from June 26 to December. Phase 1 should be your foundation period. You need to get into the habit of CLAT preparation. You need to understand the CLAT pattern. Start with reading the Hindu editorials, start with practicing legal reasoning, but initially your target should be to improve your reading speed and build comprehension abilities. In phase 2, that is August to September, we start with timed sectional tests. अभी तक आप अगस्त तक सिर्फ आप अपनी स्पीड बढ़ाओगे एंड यू विल फोकस ऑन योर एक्यूरेसी, बट फ्रॉम अगस्त ऑनवर्ड्स इट इज टाइम टू गेट इनटू द प्रैक्टिस मोड. सो यू स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग सेक्शनल टेस्ट इन अ टाइम्ड मैनर. यू मेंटेन एन एरर लॉग सिस्टम. हमने और वीडियोस में बात की है व्हाट इज दिस एरर लॉग सिस्टम, सो डू वॉच आउट दोज वीडियोस. You have to keep a track of all the errors that you are making, start tracking current affairs and start making a legal principles ka question bank. In phase 3, that is your mock engine, try to give around 3 to 4 mocks per week, 3-hour analysis after each mock. So October, November tak you have completed your syllabus, you know the entire concepts. Only thing now left is practice, and for that you give as many mocks as possible, as many sectional tests as possible. जो भी आपको मिल रहा है, you just keep reading it, stay in that groove of reading daily and understanding the passages. Phase 4 is your conversion phase. No new topics. आखिरी 10 दिन में आपको कोई नया GK टॉपिक नहीं पढ़ना है. आपको सिर्फ ये करना है कि आप रिवाइज करो whatever GK notes you have prepared, whatever GK topics you have covered, just keep on revising that. Error log revision only, just keep re-looking at your error logs that you have maintained, ताकि आप सेम एरर जो आपने मॉक में किया है वो फाइनल पेपर में मत करो. GK 1 पेजर रीड, मॉक every 2 days, हर 2 दिन में एक मॉक दो. And when you are in the final last 2-3 days, do not give any mock. Just be at your best, improve your mental health, improve your sleep, and then on the final day just execute your strategy. जो आपने 1 साल की एफर्ट या 6 महीने की एफर्ट डाली है क्लैट में, it's now time to execute your strategy on the final paper day, that is 6th of December. CLAT 2027, everything that matters. This is what we have discussed till now. Just a summary. The numbers, 6 December को एग्जाम होगा 2 to 4 PM. 120 MCQs, 120 marks, -0.25 for the wrong answers. Around 4,000 seats across 26 NLUs, 90,000 total applicants, but as we have discussed, only 20K, that is 20,000 serious aspirants. Score you need NA NLU के लिए around 80+, top 10 NLUs के लिए around 90+. For NALSAR NUJS 98+, and for NLSIU around 100-103. 3 things that win CLAT: GK plus legal. ये दोनों आपके most important subjects हैं, क्योंकि these constitute 50% of the paper. तो इन्हीं 2 subjects में आपका सबसे ज़्यादा time भी जाना चाहिए when you are preparing for the paper. Devote at least 60% of your time to these 2 sections. 1 analyzed mock is greater than 5 unanalyzed mocks. Very important. एक और वीडियो है हमारी इस टॉपिक पे, हाउ टू एनालाइज मॉक. गो थ्रू दैट वीडियो एज वेल. यू हैव टू एनालाइज योर मॉक्स प्रॉपरली. जो मॉक भी आपने अटेम्प्ट किया है, it is very important that you spend a couple of hours analyzing your mistakes, what you did, why you did, how you can improve going further, recognize your trends, recognize your errors, so that you can improve and maintain an error log. Very important that you give a mock and analyze it properly. Negative marking control is equal to rank protection. कई बार ऐसा होता है that you have attempted all the questions, but because of negative marking you are still not able to make it to your dream college. तो attempt उतने ही करो जितने आप श्योर हो. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि आप एलिमिनेट कर पा रहे हो, देन गो फॉर एन अटेम्प्ट. बट अगर आप बिल्कुल ही कुछ एलिमिनेट नहीं कर पा रहे हो और तुक्का मार रहे हो, तो ऐसा मत करो, बिकॉज दैट डिस्ट्रॉयज योर चांसेस बिकॉज ऑफ नेगेटिव मार्किंग. So that's it from this video. I have tried to keep it quick. I have tried to keep it short so that you could stay engaged with me throughout. I hope you have something to take away from this. If there's any doubts, let us know in the comment section. And also, if you like this video, please let us know in the comment section, because that incentivizes us to keep bringing more such quality content on our YouTube channel absolutely free of cost. That is it from this video. Have a good day. All the best for your CLAT preparation.